Hey guys, Theo here. We are all the way in New Hampshire. We are at Harper's Retreat, and we made the decision to come to Harper's Retreat to help out with the feast and to work on an arts and science project. The arts and science project being pretty cool. It's a Hippocrates recipe that I was working on for quite a bit of time. And we're just kind of exploring the woods and exploring the lake and the atmosphere. This is kind of like the best parts of the SCA. You wake up in the morning and you kind of explore and you get to breathe everything in before everybody's here just to understand it. Now this is at a, as you can tell probably already, I think it's a Girl Scout camp. And they're expecting a lot of people. There's 4 or 5 different arts and science buildings. They have a pretty big feast that's happening. I think it's around 120 or 150 people. And it's going to be pretty exciting, generally speaking. I have a lot of things that are coming up. We have the family Scola that I'm planning on going to. It's going to be a lot of fun, just to see friends and family. And then I have Ducal that I'm making some beef jerky for. Look at that. Look at those roots. So awesome. But I'll be making some beef jerky. And I do not have a fighter for that yet. So if you are planning on going to Ducal and you were looking for an artisan to do that for you, feel free to let me know, because I'd be more than happy to throw my hat in the table. Or on the table? On the table. Yeah, I plan on seeing some friends today, and I plan on having some fun, and then I'm going to be going back to a hotel and then driving back on Sunday. I may explore some of the things in Massachusetts. There are some really cool arcades and places like that to do some fun stuff. And I had originally lived in Massachusetts for a bit, or at least for a little while. Met a lot of good friends, so I'll try to contact some of them, see if they want to hang out for a day before I go back. But this is kind of where I get some of my inspiration from. I'll come to an event early, sometimes before even gate opens up, and then I'll just go back and sign up, take a walk around, and look at the dew, and look at the scenery and the aesthetics, and give myself kind of a sense of purpose, you know? There are people that always inspire me, but you have to kind of look at the big picture of things as well. Look at that. It's kind of neat. You know, you have to love what you do and do what you love. And the only way to do that is to step back and breathe from it. And I'm doing a lot of events this month. But when you go on nature walks and you talk to people and you know, make a choice to enjoy life, then it all becomes worth it, you know? It's kind of my way of preventing myself from burning out. Because you can easily burn out from doing your hobby too many times or doing your hobby too much. Especially for someone who's got ADHD or, you know, things like that, where you're constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then eventually you just get sick of it. You have to really understand the reason why you're doing things, and make the understanding that, there's always going to be a side where you're doing it for the right reasons. So be reasonable to yourself, Be reasonable for yourself, and that's it. I did write some poetry. It was nice. It was pretty touching, It was tough to write. I think I'm going to be performing it as well between 1:30 and 3. But it's a romantic prose based off of the adventures of Orpheus and Hippocrates, because that was part of the challenge in order to do that. So part of the challenge that was part of Harper's was to create an alcoholic beverage of some kind, and the paperwork and such, and then for extra bonus points, write paperwork, which I always write paperwork for my arts and science. And then for option 2, write some poetry about a beverage of some kind. It was like journey into mead, mead into journey, something like that. So yeah, so I did both. I will show you guys what it looks like, and yeah, it's gonna be good. I know I'm kind of rambling on, but it was an interesting journey getting here. 6.5 hour drive. Fun stuff. Got to talk to a bunch of friends. Look at that. I have a friend who does mushrooms. Guaranteed those are probably not good, but Alex would know more than me. Shout out to Alex. So, but yeah, tough stuff. It's been a weird month. Weird journey, but it's getting better, and pretty excited, like I said, for all the things that are coming up in September. And then after all of those September events, I'm probably going to GGG. Never been to GGG before, so that's pretty exciting. And I may have a significant thing that I do for the Kingdom Arts and Science project, or Kingdom Arts and Science competition. I will likely submit for the Kingdom Arts and Science as well. I have a really cool project called Squire for a Day that I would like to submit. Haven't submitted it anywhere yet, and I will make food and properly set up the research on that. But genuinely speaking, I have a good shot. So that would be a lot of fun. And we'll see. Depends on how the bidding works out. So, but yeah. The only advice that I can give you for today is don't let your hobbies, don't let your passions get in the way of your passions. That is the best advice I can give you. Don't let your passions mess with your passions. So, plenty of videos that are going to be coming up. I'll have pictures of the food as we go. And I think the Harper's food is going to be very tasty. There's lots of stuff happening. It's probably going to be a big team. And it's going to be super nice and fun. So, yeah, feel free to like, subscribe. I don't know. Whatever you guys do. I appreciate 21 subs. It's crazy. So, thank you so much for that. This is kind of like documenting my SCA journey. A little bit about me, by the way. I have my silver brooch. I have my silver wheel. For people who don't know what those are silver level awards. You may not be part of the East Kingdom, you may be part of the West, or so on and so forth, and they all have different types of silver awards. So those are the silver awards for those. So, but yeah, they're right here and right here. Good friends and family were part of that, so really appreciate them. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Again, I'll have an overview as far as how everything did, what I won or lost, and how the Hippocross wound up being. And yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. And see you next time. Write some poetry. Do something good for somebody. You know, show some empathy. Show some empathy. Have a good one.